I'm guessing this quartermaster is this way. Oh, there is a medical trailer. Trenchcoat man, hello. A solitary man stands by the rear end of a command trailer. He's got a PDA in one hand and a can of Harbour Nice brand beer in the other. His eyes are intense, and he taps rapidly on the PDA screen in between sips from the can. In addition, a peculiar odor lingers around the area. This stench could best be described as a fusion of custard, cinnamon, and raw sewage. 1 second, I'll be with you. Gotta finish checking my fantasy urban brawl stats. Oh, okay. Continues to tap away for a few moments, then slides the PDA into his hip pocket. Draining his beer, he crumples the can and tosses it into a nearby bucket that's already filled to overflowing with empty bottles. There we are. Finally satisfied, he turns to face you. Now, what can I do for you? Who are you? You don't look like a cop. I'm not. He shrugs, but then again, neither are you. We're in the same boat, freelancers that Lamb and Chew need to get their job done. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Working for the cops is strange for a freelancer, right? But I figure it's a steady paycheck, so why not take the work when it's offered? Plus, it's safe here. It's not like I'm gonna get shot at hanging around this impound lot. So what is it that you do? Decking mainly. I guess that the Wonder Twins couldn't get any stay-at-home decking support without raising a red flag to Creighton and her people. So they opted for an off-the-books solution, namely me. The name's Levick Souls, by the way. This, but then you probably already know that. Yeah, I know who you are. Chew and Lamb have been keeping tabs on you for a long time now. Longer than I've been here, anyway. With a little luck, you people will be able to get this whole situation wrapped up soon. And I can collect the money I was promised. And maybe get the hell out to Hong Kong for good. You don't sound local. He cocks his head, a surprised expression on his face. Good year. I moved to Surabaya about 15 years ago, and I learned Cantonese from a neighbor. If my dialect sounds odd, that's the reason why. I never expect my Cantonese to come in handy, but here we are. Why learn the language if you didn't expect to use it? He arches an eyebrow. Why do you buy a fire extinguisher if you don't expect to be on fire? Just in case, man. I speak 12 languages, including Yoruba, Salish, and Latvian. Oh, I even speak a little Basque. Try to get use of that one. I'm good with languages. The ones I don't know, I chip when I have to. But it's better to know things and never come up than it is to need to know something and have no idea what you're doing. Besides, I can order a beer anywhere in the world, guaranteed. Oh, on the off chance that your bartender only speaks Esperanto, I've still got you covered. Okay. I don't know anyone who speaks Esperanto. That's a fake language, by the way. But it is a language. What's that horrible smell? Durian, want some? Oh. Durian, okay. He snatches a plate of food from the chair next to him, holding it towards you. The fleshy blobs of yellow pulp are definitely the source of a stench. As the plate gets closer, the other smells assault your nostrils. Cheese, raw ethanol, rotting onions, and raspberries, among others. Sure, why not? The fruit pulp is both sweet and tart, with overtones of stale rubber and old sweat socks. As the pulp slides down your throat, you feel a curious burning sensation. It's like you've just swallowed a shot of grain alcohol, but the aftertaste is a great deal like custard. It is a wholly bizarre experience. There's nothing like durian in the entire world. It tastes amazing. You can just use it to make so many different things. Crepes, pancakes, gelato, donuts, you name it. It's a shame that Chew and Lamb don't like the smell. That's why they sent me out here. Said I was thinking up their trailer. They need to broaden their horizons. I even ate some human meat once. I know, right? Especially Chew. She could stand to live a little. So why are you in Hong Kong if you want to leave? Levick rubs the back of his head and inhales sharply. His expression grows sheepish. It's kinda embarrassing to tell you the truth. Now I want to know even more. He sighs with a shrug. Alright, I'll tell you, if you insist. It's like this, okay? I take field jobs sometimes. I don't like it, but with some gigs, you just gotta be out there in person. This job was close to home, at least. I run a team in Jakarta. I've been contacted to steal an animal, but they didn't have a decker. My fixer put us in contact, and here there it was, slicing through the IC for them. What kind of animal? Oh, was it some Rich's suit's pets or something? Nah, we were stealing from the zoo. From the zoo. From the zoo. What were you stealing? An elephant? A giraffe? Sure, I mean, I guess that sounds kind of cool, but where were you going to find the rare animals? A pet store? The clients wanted this particular kind of dolphin. A storm dolphin is what they're called. They cause storms, shoot lightning, drown sailors. They're real jerks, actually. Storm dolphins are real jerks. Dolphins are jerks in general, even normal dolphins. So anyway, I'm jacked into the water flow control system for the Ragunan Zoo using an unshielded data line by the chimpanzee exhibit. It was set up so that this one system controlled the water supply for all of the exhibits. Pumps, drains, the works. The plan was to hook up a tank of Soma 3 contact anesthetic to the water system, pump it into the storm dolphin tank, and put them all to sleep. Why not just put one in a bag? Because they need water, but I'm gonna ask it because I have 2 points of intelligence. And have a pissed off weather controlling dolphin shooting lightning bolts everywhere. He shakes his head. No thanks. We didn't want to light up the sky with us to see a rendition of Thor storming Jotunheim. So everything's going fine so far, yeah? I've hacked the injection system that the zookeepers use to keep the water within acceptable pH limits for each tank. And the Soma 3 is gonna get piped in. But I didn't realize that the chimps had woken up and had been getting more and more annoyed that I wasn't paying them any attention. They'd been throwing stuff at me for a while. Sticks, bits of bark, stuff like that. Right as I'm about to start the Soma 3 pump, one of the chimps nails me in the head with a damn rock. Worse than that. When it hit me, it broke my Cyberdex lead off in my jack. Ouch. It isn't a half of it. Since I was halfway through starting the pump sequence, when I got dumped, the system thought I'd given it a half-finished command, so what does it decide that I wanted? To clean the dolphin tanks, of course, so it up and opens the service hatches on the side of the tank. Oh. Oh no. Oh yes. You see how bad it could be. So the rest of the team is suddenly bowled over by a flood of seawater and pissed off, man-hating lightning whales. Oh, and pissed off, man-hating lightning whales. They came streaming out of that tank like a bunch of rubbery Valkyries, chittering and squeaking to high heaven. All the while, they were blasting the hell out of everything with lightning. Suffice it to say, the depicle wasn't subtle. A Maria Mercurial laser show probably would have attracted less attention. Within minutes, the cops came screaming in to investigate reports of gunshots and strange lights in the sky, and I had to bail out of there as fast as I could. I could swear that those storm dolphins were laughing at us too, even while they were flopping around on the concrete. So the team is pissed at you? Everyone's mad at me. The team thinks that I screwed them over. All of the storm dolphins got killed, so the police want me for that, and the client wants me dead because I cost him his medicine. Something at night. Sometimes at night I still hear the squeaking. Gives me the chills. Medicine? Oh, is it the thing where they make medicine out of some rare animal because they think it's gonna give them some expertise and stamina in bed? Okay, see you later, Levick. Try not to break into any more zoos. Yeah, good luck to you too. Let's go into the medical trailer. Oh, we can just have our legs replace ourselves. A massive titanium chamber with wire-reinforced windows looms over you. The machine itself is cold to the touch. The chill seems to be emanating from the assembly area within. To the right of the machine, a holographic display provides a 3D view of the cyberware packages that are available for installation. With a crackle, a pre-recorded message plays. Welcome to the warehouse, a project of Cryogen Incorporated. Please select your desired service. Let's look at the service. So, dodge and quickness. Dodge and quickness. Okay, so it is... I can put one in each one of my legs. So that's nice, because we're gonna spend... Why are people clapping? I heard clapping, why? Whatever, I get some more money. I just need like 700. And I'm gonna be able to get another one of my legs improved. Unless I want something here, like the pain editor we don't want. We don't need. Because we already have maximum willpower and we can't have more than 11. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a better leg and that's it. Kinda didn't need this. It's kind of a shame. Well, if I have the money, I could actually go and replace my hand razors with the Yamatetsu ones. Because I am using these from time to time. They do pierce armor. These guys do more bleeding damage and they do a little bit more base damage. Yeah, I think we are gonna get them. I could actually get them now, but no, I'm gonna... And they have the same essence cost, so it's not gonna, like, make me lose anything. Let's sell that grenade that we picked up, though. Medical supplies, sell. Sell this flashbang and this trauma kit. Wait, what's the second one? Services. Procedures. The red smiley face suddenly turns into a sad frowning face. Scan results show no internal or external damage that requires emergency medical attention. Okay. Hello, Sergeant. Are you the quartermaster? Something I can do for you, runner. You have a name? Long. Sergeant Mario Long. Nice ring to it. Sure, thanks. And yours, runner? Fist. Ah, that's certainly original. Is that all you wanted to ask me? If so, I'll have duties to attend to. Okay, whatever. Back to it. Where's the guy that was supposed to be the quartermaster guy? Oh, there he is. Clicked on you. Why didn't you talk to me? The task force's quartermaster looks disarmingly nondescript in his standard official uniform. His posture is rigid, his spine ramrod straight. He watches you with eyes the color of wet grey, and the corners of his mouth curls into a smile. So you're the new talent, the Shadowrunner. He rubs his nose with a sleeve. The boss told me that you got clearance to buy here, so your money's welcome. If you need supplies, I can outfit you for a reasonable price. Gestures at the array of gear behind him. There are racks and racks of weapons, all neatly maintained. Off to one side, a pile of reinforced Duraplastic crates catches your eye. They all bear the HKPF insignia. But you can also see stickers on their casings. Mitsuhama, H&K, Ares Arms. They look to be military surplus. Can sell you everything, of course. There's some gear back there that's technically off limits for someone with your clearance level. Have a look, though. See if anything catches your eye. And if you're cleared for it, we'll talk price. What's in those crates over there? That's the stuff that I can sell you. Not technically. We're talking about the big guns, the heavy ordnance, that kind of thing. He leans forward and lowers his voice. Of course, it's possible that an item or two could go missing, or that the numbers on my inventory sheet could be wrong, and the odds of that happening might increase if you did me a favor. What kind of favor? The kind that I can trust my brothers in uniform to help me with. The kind that you go to a Shadowrunner for. You help me out, and it's possible that some merchandise could find its way from those crates to your boat. You can never tell. Oh, what do you need me to do? A friend of mine is in trouble. Bad trouble. I'd be first in line to help him myself, but my hands are tied. I know exactly what happened to him, and why, but I can't intervene to help save his life. You help my friend, and maybe I'll forget to carry the one when I'm writing out my next inventory control sheet. I've already done the legwork. You finished the job for me, see to it that my friend gets the help that he needs, and there'll be a nice payday in it for you, and maybe a clerical error or two related to the gear in those crates. You still have to pay for the gear, but I'll do the work to make sure that nobody notices its disappearance. Okay. His finger dances over to the touch screen of his PDA. The screen flashes twice in response. Just forwarded you the pertinent details. You'll find them on your mission computer. Please don't drag your feet on this. My friend really is in terrible trouble and he won't hold out much longer. Yeah, you can count on me. Thanks. Now you want to look at any of the gear that I've got on the rack? It's up to you, pal. Just say the word. Well, I got the mission from him. So that's basically all that I wanted, yeah? But let's talk to him. How did you get involved with this task force? He shrugs. Got assigned to it. The same way that most of the constables here were. Believe it or not, this wasn't a volunteer assignment for most of us. And the executive council hands you an edict, you follow it. Okay, tell me about yourself. Chuckles. Don't really think there's much to say. Been on the force for 22 years now, and I've been loaning out gear for most of it. Got a wife back home, a couple of kids, that's about it, really. His sentence trails into an awkward silence. Look, I've never really been on one for small talk. You want to talk about armor or armaments? What kind of secure tech fabric is the best for stopping a Sarite knife? I'm your man. If you're looking for anything else, though, you're barking up the wrong tree. Not trying to be unfriendly, mind you. I'm just not a people person per se. Hey, fair enough. Suit yourself. So I have some other business here, or yeah, show me what you have. What kind of armors do you have? So yeah, he basically sells all the armors that we had available. That's kind of a cool armor, but we don't need to buy it because we already have the kunai ninja suit. We could go for like the ceremonial combat garb, because that's kind of cool, and I can afford it, but I don't need to. What about magic items? No, nothing amazing. He does sell pain resistance, and I think I'm gonna get it. But I still need chi casting 9. And to get chi casting 9, I need 15 more points. I need 17 total, yeah? So I need 15 more. So that's gonna be probably 2 missions? Because we get about 8 for a mission, right? So it's gonna be 2 missions, and I'm gonna be with 1 left. I could like put it somewhere, I don't really know where. Oh! Now this is nice. Tells me what I'm getting. Wait a second. We do have 11. Oh, that's useful. This is useful because it tells me that I have this from Cyberware. It didn't show me. It didn't show it being enhanced by Cyberware in the base campaign. And it looks like the points we get from Cyberware are gonna allow me to actually get above... It seems like it's gonna let me get 7 points in cyberware affinity, even if I have 6 base body. Kinda lost my train of thought for a second there. Okay, let's go look at the mission computer first. Messages. Undersea lab job. From Sergeant Lee to Fist. Hey, good to see you're interested in my proposal. My friend, the one with the problem, is named Menkai So. He's been infected with the disease and he thinks it was done deliberately. Here, I've attached the video message he sent me. His condition is worsening by the day, so I'd really appreciate it if you could help him out. It's fairly high up in Monoba International. He's got a lot of money and he needs some heavy-hitting freelancers to help him out, so I figured it would be right up your alley. An elder man with a sickly pallor sits down in front of the camera and coughs several times. A series of intravenous lines have been attached to his arms, and a pair of respirator tubes snake into his nose. When he speaks, his voice is querulous. Querulous. Okay, that's I don't know this word. It has breathless quality to it. Lee, I know that this is a lot to ask, but I don't have anywhere else to turn. I'm dying, Lee. The bastards at Shiawase did this to me. I don't know how, but they got someone close enough to me and infected me with some kind of experimental bioagent. Monoba's best researchers are working around the clock, but ordinary treatments aren't cutting it. They figure they'll be able to synthesize a cure in 6 or 7 months. But I've only got about 1. The doctors tell me that I need to create a line of monoclonal antibodies to fight this thing. Lucky for me, I know where one is. The Shiawase bastards that did this has been in contact with me. They said that they'd give me doses of the treatment, just enough to keep me alive, but not enough to kill all of the virus. All I have to do is sell out Monova. Give them inside information on our projects. Meng pounds a fist into the armrest of his chair, doubling over with racking coughs. To hell with that, they want to play with fire, so be it. I need to use your contacts. Find me some goddamn mercenaries. Not just any mercenaries either. I'll pay top dollar. And I want the best. You should say top nuyen. There's no dollars anymore, I think. I want the best, you hear me? Monoba's information warfare teams have tracked the probable location of the germ warfare lab that this goddamn disease came from. It's some undersea place out in Nagao Meiho. Hoi, codenamed Manamazu. Namazu, okay. It's totally unlisted, and that means only one thing. Illegal research. The mercenaries need to get into that lab, find the German warfare section, and get me the monoclonal antibodies that I need to live. Don't worry about getting down there. I'll loan you a mini-sub. Our security techs assure me they can blank the facility's sensor grid, but just long enough to get a team inside. I don't care how our contractors go about acquiring the cure, so long as they get it to me quickly. If they want to be quiet, little mice, great. If they feel like blowing the whole facility apart, I'm fine with that too. Just get me that goddamn cure. Let me know when you've found somebody. So there we go. His family and mine have been friends for a long time, but there's no way that I can help him directly on this one. This is Shiawase we're talking about. Yeah? They hold a seat on the executive council. They pay my salary, albeit indirectly. Let me know when you decide what to do. Yeah, let's take the run. If you're reading this, you've elected to take the job. This automated reply has let Meng know, and then any subs should be prepared and ready when you arrive. You talk to Jomo, and he'll take you to the submersible. Gearing up. Lamb? If you find yourself in need of gear or supplies before your run on the Tiger's Den, speak with Sergeant Lee. He's the task force's quartermaster, and he has been instructed to equip and supply you as if you were one of us. You'll still need to pay for your gear, but he has an extensive stock of security-rated firearms that might interest you. If you need mechanical supplies or cybernetic enhancements, you'll find automated kiosks in the yard that can serve your needs. For anything else, I'd recommend talking to Captain Jomo. He can supply you with whatever he can. I only ask that you keep your business between yourselves, and that you leave me out of it. So I'm guessing drugs. Because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to buy drugs from the automated kiosk. Even if you feel prepared, I'd recommend that you look at what the yard has to offer before you head to the target's den. It's better to be over-prepared than it is to get caught flat-footed. Best of luck, Lamb. You have one unread message. Okay, attached to this mail, you will find a brief recap of our conversation regarding the target's den. Please save this for your records and review as necessary, Lamb. Distant team of runners to be conveyed to the target's den by Jomo. Upon entering facility, the runners are secure access to the second floor and its evidence room. Once access has been attained, runners will proceed to evidence room and gather evidence of criminal activity on crate. When evidence has been gathered, runners will evacuate to the insertion point for extraction by Jomo. Use of lethal force is authorized but strongly discouraged before evidence has been gathered. Principals Chu and Lam will observe operation from off-site. Their role is limited to observation only. Okay. So what about Jomo? That's a cool boat though. Hello Jomo, what's up? Captain Jomo stands beside his speedboat, surveying the docks as if surveying his kingdom. His stance is relaxed, but an air of impatience lingers about him. His narrowed eyes and crossed arms suggest that he's been waiting for a while. As you approach, his eyes light up and he throws his hands into the air. Claps you on the back, grinning widely. Oh, my friends! Finally, they let you out of that ugly shed. I thought they'd be many more hours at least. They have no sense of urgency. Hey, it wasn't bad. A little nap, a little chat, some mind probing. Just another day in the office. He guffaws loudly, slapping a hand against his tie. That is why we are friends, Fist. No matter what the situation, you keep your sense of humor. It will be good to work together again, even if it's the police who are paying me this time. Hey, if there's anyone who can smuggle me onto a police station's dock, you can. Of course I can. There isn't a place in Hong Kong I can't get cargo into or out of. And if that cargo is heavily armed, irritable, and willing to do violence to defend my boat, oh, so much the better, I say. So, my friend, how can Jomo assist you? Do you need a ride someplace? If so, say the word, and we will be off like a typhoon. Lowers his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. Or perhaps you're interested in contraband. Goods of a sort that your uninformed allies will not provide. I have all manner of unusual things for sale. If you have the new yen. What kind of things? Drugs, illicit software, even one-of-a-kind SIM chips. You name it, and Jomo can deliver. Oh, one-of-a-kind SIM chips. Color me intrigued. A single SIM, truth be told. Jomo has no idea where it came from, but it seems like something that was custom-made. He pauses briefly to chew on his words. It's a, shall we say, specialty product. I haven't tried to open it myself, but the label on the chip says Rat Party SIM. I do not know who would commission such a thing, or why, but I will give it to you for 15 nuyen. Surely it's a bargain at that price. The mysteries of the Rat Party are surely worth a party sum. Yeah, give it to me. Don't know what it is. Very good indeed. You never know when you'll need one of those, yes? He nods decisively and stamps a foot. Now let us speak of this no more. So do I have like here? Okay, what are you selling? Oh, so basically melee weapons. Makes sense. Cyberdex. That's a cool looking one. Drugs and viruses. And decking skills. Whatever. Well, the senior inspector said you were looking for me earlier. What's on your mind? Ah, of course, of course. I have a friend with a bit of a problem. His problem involves a family member. Mega corporations and stubborn guards with guns. He asked if I could handle it. But I'm a smuggler, not a shadowrunner. You, however, would fit the bill nicely. I don't want to repeat the details here. The police don't need to know. Gomez slips a PDA out of his pocket and taps at it. Here, I've sent you the details. It should be on your computer already. Look it over. Let me know if you're interested in the job. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it, but I'm gonna do the research lab first. That's a hell of a speedboat you've got there. He beams at you, his dust glinting. A thing of beauty, isn't she? With Jomo at the wheel, the drunken mistake can outrun anything on the South China Sea. How'd she get the name? Ah, well, her former owner was a butchy executive. A bloated canker of a man, drunk on power and British gin. Gomo barks with laughter. He took this fine vessel on a one-man pleasure cruise, plunged into Loho Joa waters and sold her out. I came upon him, drifting helplessly, crying for help against the roar of an uncaring sea. What'd you do? What do you think? Joma is not so heartless as to leave a helpless man on a doomed ship alone. Naturally, I assisted the poor soul onto my safe, seaworthy dinghy. And I crossed over to the beautiful machine that you see, restarted her engines, and the rest is history. I named my prize the drunken mistake to commemorate that fateful day, and as a salute to her former owner. Okay, let's go to the underwater research lab then. I'm gonna take Isabel, Raptor, and Gobert. Actually, before we do this... No, okay, it doesn't seem like... Technically there's enough space, but it doesn't seem like they can level up any further.